What's up, guys? Welcome back to today's episode of the Sports Sermon. We are brought to you by Scooch, the most functional phone case on the market. Check out ScoochCase.com to get yours today and use the code SPORTS18, sports with a Z, of course, to get a 10% discount on your order. Stay tuned till the end for a special Scooch giveaway as well. But now, today's episode.
And welcome inside the Sports Sermon. I am Dylan Staggy, here today with Jason Gandhi and Dan Majors. And we are back today for another NFL team preview. Today we are talking about the Los Angeles Rams. A season ago, they had a breakthrough year, finishing at 11-5 with new head coach Sean McVay and Jared Goff in his second year having a breakout season. But this offseason was very eventful for the Rams. They added even more stars to their team, and they are going all in for this year. They add Brandon Cooks, Marcus Peters, Ndamukong Suh, Aqib Talib. This team is trying to load up and compete for a Super Bowl title this year. But with these huge offseason moves to acquire star power, is this a good or bad idea to go all in so early in Jared Goff's career and Sean McVay's tenure with the Rams?
Yeah, so it's obviously a good thing. I don't know why this wouldn't be. You never pass up on a Super Bowl window if you feel like you have a chance to win a Super Bowl, and they obviously feel like they have one. Sean McVay is one of the best young coaches in the game, and Jared Goff looked really good. Don't waste that opportunity. If you have a chance to be a contender, do all you can to make it happen.
Yeah, they had one of the best off seasons in the league. Jared Goff is already a top 15 quarterback at least, so why not go all in? They pick up Suh, who will absolutely make this the best defensive line in football. They lost their two starting corners from last year, but get two better ones in Talib and Peters. They also got better on offense by adding Brandon Cooks for Goff to throw to after Watkins and Austin are gone. Huge moves by them. I love the offseason.
Yeah, I mean, I like it too. I think NFL teams, they go up and down in phases, and there will always be time to go all in multiple times throughout Jared Goff's career. So I think it makes a lot of sense to do it now. But with this defense, they added a lot of personalities on their team. Will this defense live up to its potential or crash and burn because of all those personalities on the defensive side?
So there's definitely potential for a crash and burn. Aaron Donald wants to get paid, and Ndamukong Suh is not reserved. And Talib and Peters have two of the biggest personalities in the secondaries in all of the league. But you look at what's already happened. Suh is already backing up Aaron Donald, saying he should make more money than I did. He's been saying that multiple times. Marcus Peters and Aqib Talib shouldn't really get in each other's way. Both will be locking down half the field, and they won't have to worry about who the true number one cornerback is. I think the defense is going to be lethal.
Yeah, I think it's going to live up to the hype, too. I mean, if Suh and Donald don't work out for some reason, then I think their corners will ball out, and then same the other way around. Like, they can just make up for each other if one doesn't work out. And so I just think they're way too talented to crash and burn.
I don't think it quite lives up to the potential that they're hoping for, but it definitely shouldn't crash and burn either. At least it seems like right now. I think the only way that happens is if they start to lose some games, but I really don't see that happening with the Rams. As long as they don't screw it up with Donald and Suh stays healthy, this pass rush is just completely nasty and could mask any potential holes that they would have at linebacker or cornerback. I think the defensive line is what is going to set up this team first for success, and then obviously having those great corners is going to be is going to help them even more.
See, I've got two things on that. One, I think it's going to be the cornerbacks that are going to be the reason they're successful. I don't think Ndamukong Suh is going to be what we think he's going to be. Like, I think he'll be fine. I don't think he's going to be the Ndamukong Suh of yore, where he was a baller. Like, I think he's going to be fine and he's going to be a good piece. I think his name is bigger than he's going to be. But, Dylan, my question to you was, you said not quite live up to it. What do you think his expectations are around this team? And what do you think they're able to do?
I mean, I would say that they're hoping that with all these stars that they become the best defense in the league. I wouldn't say that they're quite there yet. I'd say top 5. And definitely with all these new guys, I think there could be some growing pains at the start that might kind of hurt that. I would say they're definitely a top 5 defense, but I wouldn't quite say that they're the best defense in the league.
Okay.
But let's talk about the NFC as a whole. Are the Rams the best team, just talent-wise, in the NFC?
So, no, I've made it clear that I think the Vikings have the most talent in the league. I think it's between the Vikings, the Eagles, and the Rams that are going to be the three teams that have an argument for that. All three teams could make their own argument for as to why they are the most talented team in the league. But me personally would take the Vikings.
Yeah, it's definitely between them, the Vikings, and the Eagles. But after what a great offseason the Rams had, I think I have to give them the nod.
Really? I put the Eagles at number 1, Vikings number 2, and Rams number 3. I think the Rams have the most star power, but again, they have never played together, and I mean, there is more holes. I think the Eagles and Vikings are more all-around complete teams, but the Rams definitely have potential.
So, if you had to pick one to win the Super Bowl, you're not picking the Rams this year?
I would not pick the Rams, but I definitely would not be shocked if they came out of the NFC.
I got you.
But let's talk about that. I want to hear your guys' record prediction, where the Rams finish in the NFC West this year, and how far do you think they'll go in the playoffs? I think we all have them there.
So, yeah, I have them 10-6. 3 of the 5 Rams final 3 of the Rams' final 5 regular season games coming on the road concerns me. They'll be at Detroit, at Chicago, home for Philadelphia, at Arizona, home for San Francisco. Brutal 5 games to end with. For me, that scares me. I think they go 10-6. They go first in the division, and then they are the 3rd seed going into the playoffs.
I have them at 12-4, first in the division. I think they make the playoffs, and I don't know how far yet, but I'm very high on them, and I might have them coming out of the NFC.
Why are you higher on them than other teams, like the Vikings and the Eagles, I guess specifically?
Just because they were such a great offense last year, and they got so much better on both sides of the ball. So, and they're one of the best teams in the NFC. I could easily take the Vikings or the Eagles, but I mean, I don't know yet. So, yeah.
That's coming out on Friday, so he'll have to know by then. Friday is when we're going to put all of our predictions that we've made throughout this last few weeks all into one episode, so make sure you guys check that out.
Yeah, I have 11-5 for the Rams, though, first in the NFC West, and I think the Eagles and Vikings will be in the NFC Championship game. I mean, it kind of depends on how all the seeds shake out. I mean, the Eagles and Vikings could be playing each other in the round before.
Have you figured that out for you yet, or no?
I have the Rams as the 3rd seed, so I don't think it happens that way. But, I mean, with the regular season, just a few games going either way, I'm just saying it could work out how the Eagles and Vikings play each other in the divisional round and not the championship. If that happens, then I would say the Rams would play the Eagles in the NFC Championship and lose. But I do not have them slotted above those teams.
I guess my question to you is, do you guys see any other teams besides the 3 that we mentioned being able to make a chance at the Super Bowl from the NFC?
I think it depends on just how good Aaron Rodgers is this season. He's done it before. He can lead a great offense in the Packers to the Super Bowl. And the Falcons, Saints, and Panthers.
That's right.
I mean,
I wasn't even thinking the Packers. I was thinking more of that division, yeah.
I mean, they've all had their up and down seasons. I mean, the Panthers and Falcons have had, when Matt Ryan and Cam Newton win their MVP awards, they've had their great seasons. The Saints last year were very good too. I think you have to look at those 3 also. And, it's always in football. All you have to do is win 3 games to make it to the Super Bowl, just sneak into the playoffs and win 3 games. So, any team really that makes the playoffs could sneak in.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. We haven't done the NFC South yet. That comes out later this week. But that division, I feel like we could see 3 teams come out of that division. We could also see 1 or 2. I feel like that division is going to decide what happens in these playoffs come January.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's all we've got for today for the Los Angeles Rams. Make sure you guys check out Scooch. Jason mentioned in the intro, use the code SPORTS18 at scoochcase.com for 10%. We're going to make that 15%. And he also mentioned a contest If you comment on this video and then subscribe to our channel, you will be entered into a contest to win a Scooch Wingman case for your phone. So make sure you go ahead and do that to be entered into the contest. But that's all we've got for today, and we will see you soon with some more NFL team previews.